Hey there, fellow Ice Age survivors. Rhadamant here. Thank you for tuning in to Frostwardens, Episode 2, Food Self-Sufficiency. Pretty soon we'll have our first harvest, so the next priority is to build up the hydro room as a living quarter. I intend heading into the winter. This is pretty much the only building that will remain heated within the colony, so it should be ready for use before then. Alright, they are somehow weathering the droner. They're not happy about it, but they haven't broken yet, which is terrific. And Axios' bedroom, which is technically what this is slightly nicer than it was before. Oh, there we go. Droner is over. Perfect. Does the grow light take less electricity than normal? No. Takes a normal almost 3,000 amount. It's super expensive. And then each bench, of course, is 70 watts. So, growing food, quite difficult. And if you're wondering, there is nothing to hunt out here. I mean, this biome offers virtually nothing to eat, so no animals are coming to come eat it. I'm going to try to set this up so that it's laid out that both things can be illuminated by the heater. I'm using the heater as a source of light. And they seem to be over their bad mood. And we'll start to get through this slag. Oh, I did see some flirting. Nabla wooed Fishpick. Making fun of his open-mindedness. Obviously, she was being sarcastic. I don't think it worked, Nabla. I wouldn't, Oh, great. Yep. Good old-fashioned blights. Alright, Axios. Get to cutting. I just prioritized cutting over grow, so he's gonna cut back all of the blight. And there goes the food. Now we do have a little bit of a harvest here. 104. It's not nothing. So I'm going to set up a few shelves here once I have more slate. Oh, she's already using the slate. Here, put the slate down so I can queue up the shelves. Okay, so we're going to have a shelf here. Important for rice. And a shelf here. Important for meals. There's virtually no animals. And if animals are lured to our meal shelf, honestly, it's a boon, because I would love to hunt. So I don't think it's a big deal to keep meals out in the open. They certainly will be frozen. Let's hope we don't get back-to-back blights. What slag? 26? Not bad. And in total, I have available to me about 300 steel. It's not much. Mediocre bedroom. And this room is staying almost warm enough. It is getting colder. It is now down to negative 31 Celsius or negative 24 Fahrenheit. It is the middle of the summer. Now, the Ark has been installed long enough that I could install wood-fueled furnaces that greatly improve the power output of the Ark core, but will change the Ark, the generator, to require wood to operate. So if you're wondering, the way that works is if wood is available and we burn it, we produce more power. If wood is not available, it defaults back to its 3600 watt setting. It's not something I'm planning on installing right now, as we are still very resource scarce. And I'm not about to dedicate wood and steel for that upgrade, but instead just try to subsist on the 3600 watts that we are given. To make things a little easier, I'm going to start auto-hauling slate into the chunk zone. And now this bedroom's decent. Fantastic. We are coming up on about a sixth of the way to microelectronics. And once the slag is all done, we can get rid of or uninstall the smelter or turn it off, one or the other. Okay, now that we have this table, I would like to stop relying so much on the packaged survival meals. They're dwindling pretty quickly, and start cooking. So Zeusin, oops, don't turn that off. Let's cook a few meals. Now, we probably don't have enough meals yet to prevent our survivors from eating packaged survival meals. I don't think we're quite there yet, so I'm going to include those still in the diet. And we're down to 16 slag. Oh, the godless are attacking. So we have a revolver guy getting hopped up on go juice. Wow, he's got a very friendly face. We do have a jogger that will reach us first. And I'm getting everyone into position here. They don't seem to be coming north towards me. Gonna have them pivot. And try to set up some slapdash slag for cover. Now, are you the go-juiced? Yeah, you're not going to be easy to kill. So let's shoot at someone else. Zuzin got clipped. One went extreme north. You don't have range. Shoot Gregory. They are down to 2. Zeusin, your injury is not super serious. Trying to kill someone hopped up on Goju's a little challenging. Alright. We are going to pivot and take cover. Drawing them in. Alright, they're fleeing. Squid is the only one running. Axios tend Zeusin, Nobla tend fish pickles. So here's their gear. I am not taking weapons. Only ranged weapons could be biocoded, but I'm not going to take melee weapons to smelt by game design. Alright, what are your needs? Everything. Got it. Lich, you hated Grigori and got to kill him. Right? Some silver lining there. So, Axios. I am going to grab you and have you get rid of the corpses that no one else wants to see. He is bloodlust, he doesn't care. He's a frontier marshal, he's pretty used to blood and mayhem. Not a big deal for him to see. But let's not put that fire out, shall we? Hey Tal, thank you for the resub. Thank you Craig, and Sven, and Sir Cardinal, and Miss Key, and Xavier, and all. Cheers. I am wondering, Tal, are you going to vote Pilgrim? I mean, you are the Overseer. For non-player characters, you can vote how you want, but, you know, we'll see. Yeah, he's just trying to heat up the world a little bit. Exactly. Alright, I think I'm going to assign this to Fish Pickles, and Axios will swap, as his Fish Pickles' mood, or Fish Pick's mood, is the most at risk. We're almost done making this a living quarter. Getting pretty close. Axios might have enjoyed the fight a little bit too much. We'll have to keep an eye on his bloodlust. Alright, this harvest at least seems to be coming up. I don't want to jinx it, but seems to be coming up where it's not going to die off. But we are also almost zeroed on batteries, so I'm flicking non-essential heaters off to conserve. I'm also going to stagger the farm temperature so that one heater might be dormant as and the other not, which has us almost breaking even. So now that the floors are in, the next project is going to be setting up slate furniture. Because I'm going to want to move away from wood furniture. Wood is a fuel and shouldn't be used for furniture if we can help it. And that's still part of setting it up for a living quarter. Before we go to sleep, let's flick that heater back on. Or we're going to have a different subset of problems. Missing fingers, toes, ears, and noses. Still no animals. That doesn't surprise me. Research is slow. Proceeding, but slow. And the batteries managed to recover a good bit before the grow light turned back on. Hopefully it's enough. In terms of their needs, all but Axios has their recreation needs fulfilled, and Axios, being bloodlust and all, is fine with how things are going. So, what do we need? 25, 70... just shy of 200 slate for that furniture. And as we make that, we're going to break down the old wood stuff. Zeusin is the better constructor of the two, so I'm gonna probably have her finish off this stuff. Fish Pickles can put in the grunt work, so to speak. We're down to 12 meals, but I'm gonna cook at night when the grow light is. Oh, there we go. All right, Zeusin, come over here and let's cook up a batch. How does everyone like their rice? It's better than not eating, I think, is the consensus. Alright, the batteries are filling a little bit back up. We're above half again. Have to keep a close eye on that, make sure we don't zero it out. And we are just shy 21 slate. No, 1 slate for the completion of the living quarters. Fantastic. All right, back to limestone. The next project I'm going to have them embark upon, now that that's basically done, is build perimeter security. Which will mean encompassing the center area in walls, which will require a lot of limestone. So I am going to cancel all hauled things and now only haul lime. I'm planning on doubling up the walls because wood walls are very fragile and easily broken. And we want to funnel them through to this spot here. So that will be the start of the perimeter project. I think it is time to commence our first voting session. Voting is in session. And here is the first proposal. So, vote along your party lines. You can choose whether to vote for compromise or not. If you would like to abstain from voting, you are, of course, welcome to do so. Stalwarts, to be given 2 hours of recreation a day to recuperate from research, or pilgrims, to be given 2 hours of recreation a day to recuperate from hard labor. Stalwarts can choose to compromise, where both stalwarts and pilgrims are given 1 hour recreation, but pilgrims are given 1 less hour of sleep. Or the pilgrim compromise, which is the inverse. Stalwarts and pilgrims are given 1 hour of recreation, but stalwarts are given 1 less hour of sleep. It's also worth noting that the poll results are not always winner takes all, but in some cases the results will be a merger of hardline votes and compromise votes. If there isn't a clear winner, the steward, me, may choose the outcome or alternatively declare the measure failed, where all parties lose. Now, I did mention earlier, but most of the measures really early game have somewhat trivial amounts of outcome, meaning that it won't make or break society, and the compromises are generally less severe as well. As we become more prosperous, wealthier, and with our expectations raised, that will change, where the compromise choices are not going to be as attractive, and the loser will be more bitter about losing. Cheers. So 1 minute left to vote, and it seems like stalwarts given extra recreation is so far the popular choice. And the other information here is on the details page. So if you ever need to read this over again, you can always get it in the details. It would be nice if the emote... Yeah, if there was a way to signify viewers. I actually looked into bots to help assign, but no such bots exist for, like, parties for Twitch, unfortunately. So the measure has passed, and these stalwarts have won. So as a result, our stalwarts are given extra recreation, and in this case, they will work 1 fewer hours a day as a result. By design, there will be a lot of cases where you don't know the full consequence of the voting, which is true in real life. You know, when policies are enacted, there can be some unforeseen consequences. And in this case, the stewards working fewer hours was one such unforeseen consequence. It's also worth noting that this was not a significant enough a blow to the Pilgrims or a boon to the stalwarts to change their faction politics. All right, how's our power looking? Oh, we have got another raid. Prime army coming from the north. 3 meleeers. I don't think this is going to be much of a concern. And they're going east. We're going to go out to meet them. Didn't take much to send them packing. Once news of our successful colony gets spread around the remaining scrappers of the world, that might change. And get rid of the corpses. Inferno style. Looks like we're going to have another decent rice harvest, barring any blights. And I'm going to move the heater here to be a little bit closer to the seats so that they can see what is going on. We're also starting to break down the old buildings here that we're not using. All right, and the next step of the perimeter security. Well, first I'll get a full surrounding wall, and then we could do more of the perimeter security. Nabla, how is it going? Almost up to a third. And you're definitely becoming more skilled as a result. That's exactly what I had hoped to have happen. New lovers, Zeusin and Axios. Crossing party lines. Alright. Well, power to them. Let's go ahead and hook them up with adjacent beds. And I hope that Fishpick, his mood stays strong. Pretty soon, we're going to essentially retire this old room here anyway, where everyone's going to be in one big barracks. So it's going to be far less of an issue soon. There won't be sort of the concept of haves and have-nots. It's all going to be, hey, we're in one big barracks. Quantum, thank you for the gifted subs. Cheers. I got the food bench on, and I think I'm going to try, and I'll rely on you if this doesn't work, but I'm going to try to phase out everything but simple meals out of the diet. So clear all, but only simple meals. I'm actually going to make that the default and delete the others. I don't need a bajillion policies. So in here, I'm going to take out everything but simple meals. Oh, we're getting raided again. This time of 5, they outnumber us. They are bringing Molotov cocktails, an SMG, and a bolt. So they're definitely far more geared than they were before. And we don't even have defenses yet. Brutal. I'm going to try to make a very quick makeshift defense. Before they arrive. And hope that I've lined it up in such a way that they actually... it's usable. Some of them are standing around. Watts is coming first. I'm going to see if we can't shred Watts quickly before he lights anything important on fire. No, it looks like they are not interested in taking the bait. It's alright, we'll make do. Alright, Fishpick is going to cover. Zeusin's going to fall back. Let's focus fire on those that have more dangerous weapons, and then Zeusin, you circle back around to get a better line. Alright, so we've got Bolt in the back. Got it. Nobla is dipping to cover. Getting a little bit of patching done. Alright, Zoya's down. They're trying to rush. Being out in the open seems foolish to me. Alright, they're fleeing. It was, hard fought. Oh, and we got some fleers. Cool. We definitely don't have the food to capture anyone. It's not like we can easily feed anyone but ourselves, so I'm not interested in taking prisoners. At least not yet. Alright, while you're standing around, haul some bodies away. I don't want to set fires to the bodies when they're so close. It's some messy ice out there. Now, the main concern at this point is infection. But we've extended the leading. There's also an order role unfilled. Nabla and Zeusin want one of them to become an order. So in that case, Nabla, you are going to self-assign. Begin roll. You're going to proclaim yourself order. Well, eating lunch with company there, Axios. I guess, whatever floats your boat. Alright, Nabla, what about your mood? Observe corpse, not enough buildings, awful barracks, slept in cold, serious pain. Yep, these are things that only recovery will, and time will offer. Most of the repairs have been, are done. And then all of these temporary zones I'm gonna get rid of. So you can see why perimeter security is of utmost importance. We're getting kind of attacked on the regular. So for the southern wall, there's only a few gaps. And then most of everything west of here is done. I eventually am planning on putting barricades and walls in this section, but I do want surrounding perimeter first. Thank you for tuning in to RimWorld Frostwardens, which originally streamed live on Twitch, January 19th. If you have any feedback or questions for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers to upcoming streams. If you would like to join my online gaming community on Discord, Rhadamant.com has a link to it, as does the description of this video. Thank you so very much for watching, and a special thank you to my Twitch subscribers, Patreon patrons, and viewers like you that support the channel and made it all the way to the credits. Thank you so very much. I hope to catch you next episode or an upcoming stream. Farewell, my fellow survivors.